We're diving into the heart of Hermetic wisdom with an exploration of the Hermetic Principles. These principles reveal profound truths about the universe, showing us the spiritual and mental forces at work in our lives. In this series, we'll go deep into each of the 7 Hermetic principles, beginning with the principle of mentalism. This principle lies at the very foundation of Hermetic philosophy, serving as a powerful guide to understanding how our minds relate to the greater cosmos. But this isn't just theory, it's a transformative view that redefines reality and our role within it. The principle of mentalism is one of the key tenets of Hermeticism, and it declares that the all is mind, the universe is mental. At its core, this principle suggests that all things originate from the mind and consciousness of the universal mind, a single, boundless source of creation that generates everything we perceive. Just as our individual minds give rise to thoughts, ideas, and perceptions, the universal mind is responsible for the existence of the entire universe. This perspective invites us to understand reality as mental energy that originates from a unified consciousness. In other words, everything we see, feel, and experience exists within this mental construct of the universal mind. This idea may remind you of the concept of the divine mind in spiritual philosophies or of the source in metaphysical teachings. By recognizing the mental nature of the universe, we start to see our thoughts and consciousness as directly linked to the fabric of reality itself. The roots of the principle of mentalism can be traced back to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure whose teachings bridged the worlds of philosophy, mysticism, and spirituality. Hermes, considered to be a divine messenger, shared wisdom on universal truths and the structure of existence itself. His teachings were preserved in texts such as Corpus Hermeticum, which outline the Hermetic principles that continue to influence spiritual thought to this day. The principle of mentalism echoes similar ideas found in other ancient traditions. For example, in Buddhist philosophy, reality is often seen as a reflection of mind, and our experiences are shaped by our perceptions. In Hinduism, the concept of Maya describes the illusory nature of the physical world, which is shaped by the mind. What makes Hermetic mentalism unique is its emphasis on personal mastery, suggesting that if we can fully understand and harness the powers of our minds, we can transform our experiences and influence the world around us. This principle is not just a call to study the mind, it's a call to consciously create our lives. If reality truly originates in the mind, then our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions play an essential role in shaping the experiences we have. The mind is not a passive observer of life, it's an active force that interacts with, and even creates, our reality. This understanding encourages us to see ourselves as conscious creators rather than passive victims of circumstance. Take a moment to consider how your beliefs and habitual thoughts impact your daily life. Negative thought patterns, thoughts of self-doubt, fear, or unworthiness, tend to create experiences that confirm those feelings. We've all experienced times when a difficult mindset seems to pull us into a cycle of negative events. Conversely, a positive, growth-focused mindset can often lead to success and greater self-confidence. This phenomenon is at the root of manifestation practices, which aim to channel our thoughts and beliefs toward creating desired outcomes. Through mentalism, Hermeticism teaches us that by controlling and focusing our mental energy, we can influence not only our inner world, but also the external reality around us. The principle of mentalism also introduces us to the concept of personal responsibility. If our reality is created, at least in part, by our thoughts, then it becomes important for us to be mindful of the thoughts we entertain and the beliefs we hold. Mentalism invites us to take ownership of our thoughts and recognize the potential impact they have on our lives, rather than allowing ourselves to be passively influenced by external factors. Recognizing the mental origin of reality doesn't mean that we can control every outcome, but it does encourage us to be aware of the cause and effect relationships our thoughts can set in motion. Imagine planting seeds that will later blossom into future experiences. Mentalism teaches us that these seeds are planted in our minds through our beliefs, intentions, and visualizations. By nurturing thoughts aligned with the life we desire, we actively participate in shaping that life. It's a powerful realization that shifts us from simply observing life's events to being mindful participants in our reality. Mentalism leads us naturally into the practice of mental alchemy, the art of transmuting thoughts. Just as physical alchemy seeks to transform different materials, mental alchemy is about transforming limiting or negative thoughts into thoughts of empowerment, peace, and abundance. This principle encourages us to look inward and consciously change the way we think, often through practices like meditation, mindful visualization, and the cultivation of positive beliefs. One simple practice is to observe your thoughts as they arise, without judgment. Recognize if a particular thought is helpful or limiting. Then, consciously transmute any limiting thought into a constructive one. For instance, if a thought of, "I am not good enough," arises, you might consciously shift it to, "I am capable and growing every day." This mental shift may seem small, but it can lead to profound changes over time. Through mental alchemy, we don't just change our minds, we change the energy we bring into the world. So, how can we begin to apply the principle of mentalism in a practical way? Let's look at a few practices that can help you align with this Hermetic principle. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation involves observing your thoughts without judgment. This practice trains you to become aware of mental patterns and helps you return to a state of peace and centeredness. Over time, mindfulness helps you develop a greater awareness of your thought patterns and mental habits. Visualization. Visualization is a form of mental rehearsal. When you vividly picture a goal or desired outcome, you're essentially giving mental form to it. Practicing visualization regularly can sharpen your focus and bring abstract ideas into a more tangible realm of possibility. Affirmations. Positive affirmations can reprogram your subconscious by gradually replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. When you consistently affirm statements like "I am worthy," you reshape your mental landscape, laying the groundwork for a more supportive inner dialogue. Journaling. Journaling is a reflective practice that allows you to observe and analyze your thoughts and goals. By putting your thoughts onto paper, you create a mental blueprint of what you hope to manifest in life. The Hermetic Principle of Mentalism invites us to see reality from a new perspective. If we truly understand that all is mind, then we recognize that we are intimately connected to the greater universe, and our thoughts shape not just our personal lives, but contribute to the world around us. The mind is a powerful tool. Let this be your reminder of our potential to co-create reality with the universe. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the principle of mentalism. If you enjoyed this exploration, please give it a thumbs up. In the next video, we'll dive into the principle of correspondence as we continue our journey through Hermetic wisdom. Subscribe to continue this exploration together. Until next time, remember, your mind shapes your reality. Think with purpose, and the universe will follow.